Hi guys, so this is the first video in the Abacus series, and we're going to start off by giving a little introduction of what the Abacus is about. So the Abacus is a tool for counting right from the old days, even before the calculators came to play. The Abacus was a counting tool that was used for your addition, your subtractions, multiplications, and divisions. So you can do your basic operations using these abacus instead of using a typical calculator. So I'm going to explain and label the different parts of the abacus. The abacus itself has a frame. This is what we call the frame. The black body itself is called a frame, and each parts are labeled as this. These are called beads. We call these beads. These are brown. Some abacus might have different colors. You might have green abacus, you might have all black abacus, you might have brown abacus. They are of different colors, shapes, and sizes. But this is how a typical abacus looks like. It's going to have 4 beads like this down, and it's going to have 1 bead up. Some abacus have 2 beads up though, but the one we're going to be using for this class or our classes will have 1 bead up and 4 beads down. So these are what we call beads, and these are our frame. Sorry, this is the frame, this is the rod. So the rods are where the beads lie. The rods are where the beads lie, and our beads, as you can see, we have 4 lower beads. 1 2 3 4. We have 4 lower beads and we have 1 upper bead. So for the sake of this lessons, we're going to call this lower beads and then this upper beads. All right, and like I said, these are our rods, and this is our answer rod, our answer beam. I'll explain to us later why it's called the answer beam. So what do these beads represent? What do these beads represent? First off, each rod represents a place value. You know your place value in maths, your units, your tens, your hundreds, thousands, and tens of thousands. And let me ask you, what comes next after tens of thousands? So this each rod represents a place value. Since I'm right-handed, I will be counting from my right. So the rod at my right is called the unit rod. So this first rod is my unit rod, followed by the next rod will be my tens rod, then my 100 rods, and then the 1,000 rods. All right. So we're going to be working first of all with the tens rod. The tens rod is what we're going to be, sorry, the unit rod is what we're going to be working with. Okay. So this bead represents 1. If I take it up, I have taken in 1. Okay. In abacus, we call it move in and return. Move in and return. Move in, you take it up. Return, you bring it back down. So if I move in 1, then my answer is 1. So you see that this bead is touching the answer beam. That's why I call an answer beam. Any bead that touches that beam, that's how you determine your answer. I'm going to take it back. So I move in 1, move in another 1. My answer is 2. I'm going to read my abacus as 2. That means this abacus is reading 2 because 2 beads are touching the answer beam. Okay, and I'm going to return it. Now, if you notice, I'm using my thumb and my index. In abacus, we use our thumb to move in and our index to return. You use your thumb to move in, you use your index to return. So let's practice. Moving 1 plus 1, return 2. You see, I have moved in and I have returned. To move in means to add. To return means to minus or subtract or take away. It's called different things for different people, but they all mean the same thing. To move in means to add or to plus. To return means to minus or to subtract or to take away. Alright? So if I move in one bit, I've moved in one, I've moved in two, plus one again, I'll move in another one, plus one again, I'll move in another one. So what I have on my abacus right now is 4. I have 4 on my abacus and I'll return the 4. So let's do a little practice. Let's practice. Let's move into plus 1 plus 1 and our answer is 4. Return the 4. We're back to 0. Let's move in 1 plus 2. Our answer is 3. If we return the 3, we're back to 0. Now let's move in 3 minus 2 minus 1 plus 2. Our answer is 2. If we return the 2, we're back to 0. I hope you understand how to move your beads and how to return the first 1 to 4 beads on the unit rod on the abacus. So let's do some practice and you try these ones out. Question time for you. Put yourself to the test and see if you can do these simple calculations of 1 to 4 using the abacus. Let's start. Question 1. Move in 1 plus 3 minus 2. What's your answer? Question 2. Move in 4 minus 3 plus 1. What's your answer? Question 3. Move in 3 plus 1 minus 3. What's your answer? Question 4. In 4 minus 2 plus 2 minus 3 plus 1. What did you get? Question 5. Moving 2 minus 1 plus 1 plus 2 minus 3. What was your answer? If you have your answers, write them in the comment section. The answers will be provided at the end of the video, so you can check if you got the answers correct. Remember, try to do it on your own first before you check the answers. Alright? Great job, everyone. In the next lesson, we're going to learn about the upper bead and how we can add 6, 7, 8, and 9. See you in the next video. Bye.